Hi, this is Mary from Kamaj Fiber Arts, and I get people asking me all the time, what is the Eszee tool? So I created the Eszee tool for spinners to be able to spin a more balanced yarn and a more consistent yarn. So the first part of the tool is this little plastic card that comes with the tool, and what on the front of the card, it has little graphs to show you whether you're spinning in the S direction or the Z direction. I was watching a video the other day, and the person that was spinning was asked a question, and they said, how do you know whether your yarn is spun S or Z? Well, that person said, you know, I really don't know. I have to put it back on my wheel and spin it to see which direction it's going. So this little tool here will let you at a glance see whether it's going S or Z, because you might need to know that information at some point if you're spinning yarn. There's also these little inch marks cut out so you can wrap the yarn around it to see how many twists per inch. And on the back of the card is a yarn thickness gauge, and if you're like me, I start out a little bit on the thin side and I want to spin thin, but then I end up spinning thicker. So this little yarn thickness gauge will let you put your yarn up against the line and know exactly how thick that yarn is so you stay consistent. Also, there's the angle of twist gauge, and you just line your yarn up and it tells you what angle your yarn is spun at, what angle your ply is at, because angle has a lot to do with the density of the yarn and how tightly it's twisted. The higher the angle of twist, your yarn is going to be a lot more compact and harder, and it won't feel very fluffy and stuff. So the angle of twist is very important. So that's your little card. There's a little hole in the top, and if you wanted to, you could get a lanyard for it, which is pretty handy. So you would put the little clip in the card and just slip it over your neck so you have it available when you're spinning. And I just pick it up and there it is. Okay, so that's part of the tool kit. The next is your Eszee tool twist booklet. Now the booklet is about, it's about 32 pages long, and what this includes is how to spin a balanced yarn. It actually takes you step by step. So say you want to spin a 2-ply from 2 bobbins, and you'll want to start spinning one way, then you spin the other way, how to do a core spun. So it's really just kind of a recipe book on what yarns you want to spin, and you'll come out with balanced yarns. There's also a chapter on prepping yarns and worsted and woolen. What's the best prep for worsted? What's the best prep for woolen? How far you should draft for twists per inch, and whorls, and how to measure your whorls. It has a ton of information for any spinner. Whether you spin art yarn or a more technical yarn, this is for you. It really would benefit you to know the basics of spinning yarn, to be able to build on those basics and have a yarn that's usable and doesn't fall apart. So this is really a nice little tool to have in your arsenal. The kit comes with a little zipper plastic pouch that's very handy. So the little booklet will go in there. You'll also get a little yarn gauge, or the knitting needle gauge. It might be a little different. You might get a magnifying glass for those that have bad eyes like me. You might get a little notepad, maybe even a pen. You might get a little door hanger or something else that's really cute to go into the bag. You'll also get a sample of either soft wool or soft silk, and also the card's going to go inside too. The lanyard is extra. You will get one yarn tracker card, and what the yarn tracker card is, you can keep track of so say you're spinning a yarn, your whorl size, your angle of twist, which direction you started, and then you can put your yarn through the little metal grommet that's at the end. These are nice thick cards, so they're going to last a long time. And then you can put these in a folder or an envelope, and say you want to spin that yarn again. Well, you'll have all the information and you'll be able to spin that yarn again. You can also get 5 yarn tracker cards on a ring, and I believe they're $5. That's extra as well, but you can also get those in the kit. Last but not least, you always get a sucker. So that is the Eszee tool twist tool and booklet. This is the little packet that you're going to receive. When you buy it, it will make you a better spinner in a very short time. So thanks for watching. You can find them at CommagFiberArts.com, and happy spinning!